Good afternoon. Welcome to OptionsTender. It's Wednesday, February 4th, 2026. Okay, we're taking a look at SPX. We have a breakdown in the market. I know we're not seeing an SPX here, but tech is bringing us down. So we want to make sure we look at NDX. We'll look at the Socks and see where we're going from here. I do think that technical breakdown has happened underneath the hood. We had Bitcoin breakdown. We had silver and gold breakdown. We had the semis breakdown. We are now looking at tech breaking down as well. So what's next? Well, the overall market, okay? That's just inevitable, and I'm going to look for lower highs. So we had a move today, and I want to show you exactly on a 65-minute win. I actually turned bullish last night for a day or two in the Discord. I told everybody, and immediately today had to cancel that situation when and I'll show you exactly that point when you get. So make sure you stick around here. We're doing this intraday about 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you want to get these videos intraday, consider becoming a YouTube supporter. Help support this channel here so I can make tons of videos for you. And you also get the Discord, trade alerts, cheddar data with the dark pools, and so on and so forth. Come join us there in the Discord, okay? So now, looking at first SPX on the daily time frame, we still see this wedge moving up here. So this was our original wedge right here, okay? Valid trend line, you have many touches there. This one is not so much. Now, what you want to do as a trader, or a lot of traders do, you make a new high, and so you put your new trend line, potential trend line, underneath here. So price is holding on there. Why are we saying the market's breaking down? I don't think we're going to get a new high anymore. Well, why is that? Because I think we're getting a leading diagonal. And when we look at the Qs at the lower time frame, you're also going to see what kind of has to happen when you have one major part of the overall market start to fall. All right, so right here, we don't have any new low. We'll look at a few things here. Let's look at, I'm going to jet through these. We have kind of a neutral to bearish breadth with the McClellan oscillator. And so that's starting to move lower. The OptionsTender, so we're kind of getting tight here in price action. So we'll see this is heading lower so far. We're starting to get the red histograms, and we're slightly oversold. That can go much further, but I suspect we'll get a little bit of a bounce and then it go further here. So, and I'll show you why when we get on the lower time frames. DMARC, we're starting a 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see if we can get a 9 count to the downside, see if there's some sort of setup that comes up here. I don't think we're finished to the downside yet for our initial wave. All right, I'm leaning towards this being just a crunched up wave 1 here. All right, let's go over to, we don't need to look at the Bollinger Band. We don't need to, so let's go ahead and go to NDX at this point. So on NDX, where did we leave off? Right here. So our ascending triangle, we had a fake break here, broke down. Had a fake break up here, broke down. Now this major point, like I said, remember when you make a new high somewhere, you put a new trend line there. That was completely broken down from at that point. All right, so we're going to come back to this or go to the Qs, but that's what I wanted to show you. Major technical breakdown. We had this 1, 2, and I think this is incomplete where we have a third wave here, but I think we need a little bit of a bounce. All right, Socks. So Socks at the top of that channel that we were talking about, breaking down from there, had this throw over and still looks incomplete, just like the overall market. Now, there is a way that we can count it to where you need a bigger bounce, but I think that's just getting a little more speculative. And that in that case, then SPX would probably make a new high. I don't think that's the case. All right, go to the VIX. All right, the VIX is such an important key to this. All right, so right now we're back testing this breakout. If we get back into the zone and start falling, I'm pretty sure we're going to be headed to our bounce type action, but not quite an all-time high. And again, I'll show you on that lower time frame. But we held this trend line here going. Let's put the moving averages too. So we held this trend line here, and we held the 50, we held the 20, got back above the 8, above the 100, above the 200, and the 8 at the same time. I love it when that happens. And now we're pushing higher. At this point, we are in a bullish posture, and we really have to break down from all of this cluster here in order to get at all bullish on the market. Okay, so with our cycles, we had our cycle low here, and we're in a rising phase. We talk about that each and every day. Make sure you hit that notification bell. And let's go to SPX again. And what we're going to do on this lower time frame, 65, is we're going to start to count this. So these are 3 waves, and you could probably fit in a lower time frame, maybe 4 or 5. Doesn't really matter. I think it's a 3 wave because we're going to overlap here. And so we're getting this 3 wave for a 1, 3 wave for a 2, and ABC 3 wave for a 3. Now we're going to keep this really, really simple. So is this actually a 1-2 setup already? I don't think so. I think we have a wave 4 here and bounce and go lower. And I'm going to show you why on NDX. All right. So again, we have our wave 1, 2, 3. I think we bounce off here. Now look what happens when I put back on the daily. Look what we're under. So we're holding on to this 50 for dear life, but we're pinching between the 8 and the 20. What is that level? That is 69, call it 33. It's just a zone. So, price can spike through or whatnot, but let's call it 69.33. Let's go back to the 65. 69.33. That brings us right about here to these candle highs. So a little bit of resistance right there. So if this is a 1, 2, and we're getting a leading diagonal, we have a 3, then let's see if we can get a retracement back to about 50, 60%. Where is that at? 69.39. It's that zone. It's 69.33, actually, exactly. The thicker yellow line. All right, that takes us right there. So this is where I think we bounce to. Very similar to this. You got to bounce. And we're going to get one more low. This is going to probably level out at about, we could call it, let's say 6,800 or so if we start to draw this out. And we should get a tightening kind of pattern where then we get another bounce. All right. And we should continue to reject off of the 8 and the 20, even as we go probably maybe even to the 100 moving average. We come back up. We should reject off of that 8 and that 20. Okay. That's really what I'm getting at. And if we go to NDX and go to the lower time frame, we have a lot more clear 1, 2, 3, and we're looking for a wave 4 into basically a back test of where we broke down. All right. And we should see somewhere in this zone. And most likely if we're gonna go up to that 50-60% on SPX and SPY, then this should hit that 382 at up here. So just a back test of this, and it could even hit the 50% because this honestly looks like 3-wave moves too, and zigzags and whatnot. And I'm not going to get into all that. If this is a 5-wave move with inside there, then great. It looks like this one's a 1, 2, 3 right here, 4, and 5. You see what I mean? But either way, this is incomplete. We have one more at least low to go. All right, and that should reject off of these 25,000 zone here on NDX. All right, you can translate that into QQQ if you want to. I just want to get this out here and how I do things. And this is the 382 retracement. Okay, that's very typical for wave 4 to get up to. All right. And so this is clear with the breakdown that it wants to lead. And then when we do get a new low, we're going to have a full 50, 60% retracement or so that comes all the way back. And I bet you it after we get our lows in, it's going to be around this back test here of that ascending triangle. All right. And again, when we get a little bit lower, maybe we break the lows here and go for a 50, 60% retracement. You know, it's not going to be a straight line. So we should test maybe the 8, 50, and the 20 once again later on. All right, we're just getting our first real initial move down here. And if I was a little more keen, there's so many factors in the market, I would have realized that this is, and I did know this, but as of today, I would have realized that we should have broke down just like we did, because we're in a 1-2. Now we're in a 1-2 setup where we're on a lesser degree and things start to break down faster. Well, guess what? SPX and SPY are not. They're just now getting started. That's why this is all crunchy here and getting like a leading diagonal, and it's holding up well. Well, if you look at the other markets, we're likely going to start back testing up here. I don't know if this is going to be a valid trend line or not, but this could bounce higher. This is not the main one I'm really looking at. You could have a positive divergence here. You could bounce a little higher. It was very shallow bounce, but this is the one that I'm really looking at. Okay. Once this breaks down, then you'll see Apple start to break down, JP Morgan Chase, which is, they're all very, very strong right now. Okay. And once we start to see this start breaking down, I think that will really start to push SPY, because this is really the only thing holding it up today. All right. So I hope that makes sense. We have SPY. Here's our 65. All right, here's our look here again on SPY. So I think this is a 1, 2, 3, and crossing waves. We're going to get up to about the 690 area, and then we should come down to our options expected move. At the lowest, I probably think we'd hit this, close this gap here, and then we'd get our significant bounce in SPY at that point. Okay. So the alternate scenario, this is what I'm looking at, to close here, and then we'll get a bounce probably right around that same area before heading lower. All right, so our alternate scenario is that this is a really bearish sequence, and we're looking for 1, 2, 1, 2, and we're going to start just free falling. But that really didn't happen here. So I think that's a less likely situation. And then there's going to be some people that say, hey, with this ABC, and we're going to go higher. Well, again, you're going to have to count a 5-wave move in here. We had that impulse on the low. We had that. Here's where what I want to show you. If you connect those two highs here and you connect those two lows right here, we had this nice flat pattern. And we're going to go to new highs. So this, I was going to extend out to an A, B, and C for this last incremental high here. All right. And that's not the case this time. As soon as this low was broken, all right, I don't care if it regained or not, it broke the structure of what I was looking for that impulse. All right. And so what I'm looking for now is for this to fail. And we're in a downtrend. We're going to fail that 8 EMA. We're going to fail that 20 moving average, and we're going to head lower. All right. It's not going to be easy. Once we get down here, we're going to need to correct again. But now after the fact, we should see SPY really start to accelerate to the downside. Okay. That's what I got for you. I'll go to the VIX here. I want to keep this simple and show you things are breaking down. This is starting to unfold, and here we're back testing right now. This could come back here. I'm not too worried about that. Again, I think we're going to fail as we bounce, and we're going to get a higher low once again. So we'll continue to watch this. As of right now, we're just back testing here, but we could go as low as even the trend line up down there. So let's just keep an eye on this and go from there, and we'll see what kind of structure starts to form from the VIX. But it's starting to stretch out here, you guys. Starting to get higher highs and higher lows. We made a new high today, and making a higher low once again was just a great positive structure here and bad for the market. All right, so that's what we got. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you tomorrow.